Good morning.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Good morning. Hopefully you are having an amazing day. Again,
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are at. And welcome to the Savanh Family Show. And today we're going to be talking about the 8 lessons, continuing that 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children. And hey, have you heard this before where those that have praised themselves will be humbled and those that humble themselves will be praised? Pretty deep, right? So let's figure out how we can apply that to raising our children. So, the big question is this: how do married couples like us, who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question, and this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. And welcome back. And if this is your first time watching us, we just want to welcome you to the Savanh Family Show. My name is C. Savanh, and this is my beautiful wife, my angel, my queen, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? We're definitely very excited because we're actually going to leadership that's run by Tony Robbins so that we can provide you even better resources and better, things that you can learn, from our home to your home. And
most definitely. And today's title is the 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children.
Yes.
And the topic is that mommy and daddy knows it all. So you definitely want to avoid teaching your children that mommy and daddy knows it all. This is very, very important because this sets your children up really to continuously growing themselves, right? Because if you come off as a know-it-all, like mommy and daddy knows everything, right? And I've heard people say this, and as adults, and I'm like, I cringe because then your children, okay, mommy knows, daddy knows. When they grow up, they're gonna do the same thing, right? And we don't. Unfortunately, we don't. You and I both know that. The truth is, we don't know it all, right? We should not really adapt that framework or that mindset at all. We should really know that the best thing for us and our children is to continuously learning and growing. That sometimes it's good to say, gosh, we don't know. Let's find out or let's learn, right? So it just when I hear that, I'm like, oh, and then what ends up happening, you stop growing. When you adopt that type of mindset, that belief system, that framework, and that's your lens that you see life in and your growth, and whether it's personal or in business or in your family or in your intimate relationship, that if you say, oh, we know it all, you're going to stop growing.
I think, a lot of time, as parents, we struggle, right? Sometimes because we really do not know it all. We don't know how to explain it to the children of the why. But just because we're supposed to know. And then we just kind of position ourselves to say that, hey, mommy just know, okay? Mommy just know. Don't ask anymore, right?
Yeah.
And again, I think this is just a vulnerability. And trust me, sometimes I struggle too. Because I'm trying to figure out, okay, how can I tell him with authority that, mommy really knows. And then obviously that brings to, I remember that, growing up, being raised by mom and dad, we always wanted to ask, right? Why, mommy? Why is that like that? Why is this like that? And then mommy and daddy always say, don't worry about it. We just know it.
Yeah.
And then what I did is when I grew up, that's what I did with my children too. Until, again, I get into the coaching world, the Tony Robbins world. Then I realized, wow, this is actually not what we're supposed to do, even though that's what everybody is doing. And again, we just wanted to share with you so that you understand that, we cannot position ourselves to be the mommy and daddy knows it all. Just like what my baby said, when you grow up, they tend to become that too, mommy and daddy knows it all.
Yes.
And I think it's also very dangerous because you are actually teaching them that actually mommy and daddy has a fixed mindset because we know it all. We're not going to be growing anymore, right? Because we know it all. So what is the point of knowing, learning everything else? And the kids is going to get influenced by that. And then, chances is, they might not want to learn more because, hey, I know it all too. So why do I have to continue learning? And to be honest with you, I have that mindset, before until I get into the, the community that we're getting into, the proximity that we're getting into, and realize, wow, there's really a lot of things that I don't know.
Yes, most definitely. So, and then, guys, if there's you want to learn more from us or about us, there's links below everything from more training as well as getting to know us more and some of the charities that we are a part of that we believe in. So
Yes.
just click on the links. Anything we share in this video, if we share something that we believe is powerful, that's going to be resourceful for you, there'll be always be a link below to share. So
Yes.
so let's get started. So the first tip that we want to give you is really to adopt the I don't know, let's learn mindset as a
Yes.
family, right?
Yes.
So if your child asks you something, hey, mommy, what's this? Daddy, what's that? Why is this, right? And if you truly don't know, it's okay to say, you know what, baby, I don't know, but let's really, let's find out, right?
Yes.
And adopt that type of a mindset as a family. That's so huge for you guys to really embrace, right? Because having that type of framework, your child's like, oh, cool. Like, what did we say? The cool part about my baby here, what she has done lately, and I noticed that, like the other day, we went to the emergency room, right? Because my mom fell, and we just wanted to get her checked out, and we're driving there, and she said, "Hey, Alex, what does that mean? That yellow sign where it says a safe baby site, right? That's what
Safe
those
harbor.
are. Safe harbor. These safe baby site, right?
Yep.
What does that what does that mean? Even though we know what that means, we're like, let's find out what that means. And he came home and he did his Google search and learned about it. So that's very important because you're teaching them to say, man, it's okay to not know. It's okay to say, man, I don't know. Let's learn. Versus them faking it, right? And I know that when I wasn't taught this as a child, and when I grew up as an adult, I seldom a lot of times did this in the past, where I would be like, I'm gonna fake it, right? I'm just gonna fake it like I know, and that doesn't serve anybody at all. It doesn't serve me or the person that's asking me or wanting to learn, or a team if I'm in a team environment. It doesn't serve anyone. So I would rather say be truthful and say, you know what, I don't know. I have never heard that before. I've never heard that this method before. Let's find out. Let's find out the best way, and also let's find out ways to improve whatever we're doing. Maybe there is a better way, right?
Yes, and I think that this one is very crucial because I really, again, I don't really know a lot. I feel I know a lot, but I don't really know a lot too. So I homeschool my children, so a lot of time I will teach my children how to search for the answer because again, right now we have Google, we have YouTube, we have Siri, right? So he can ask any question he wants. The key is to teach them how to learn and how to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell him, hey, why don't you go find out what's the difference between fly and mosquitoes? And he search it. And do you know how long? And an ant.
Yeah.
Do you know how long an ant can live? 33 years.
Yeah.
Do you know about that? I didn't. Do you know how long a mosquito usually live? Only one day. I was like, wow, I never really noticed that. However, Alex didn't actually manage to teach me about it, and I was so impressed. I was like, wow, really? I didn't really know that. Teach me more. And then you just see him lights up. He's like, oh my god, mommy want me to teach her something. Let me learn even more so that I can share with her even more. So now I'm giving my baby a mindset that, hey, mommy and daddy doesn't know it all, and we love to learn from you. Let's learn together.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, he is really learning how to research. I think that's the best tool that you can always give your children. And it's not, instead of coming to you and ask for the answer, coming here to ask you where's the fish. Right now, even though it's 6 years old, we're teaching them how to fish. How to fish. So in that way, when they grow up, they are not going to ask me as much question. They're going to research first, and then they're going to verify with me to ensure that the information is correct.
And if this is you, and I know how this feels because I used to be this as well, and we've done this in our business as well. If this particular subject is also driven also by the role of significance, okay? Because if this is you, where you don't want to adopt that mindset because you want to feel important, that they have to rely on you or an employee relies on you. This has to do with you wanting to driven by significance of feeling special.
Yes.
And again, being significant, being special, a special person in this world, or to feel special is very different than being special in somebody's life. Yes. Right? That to impact them, whether it's an employee or a child. So, slowly but gradually move away from that type of a mindset and belief that this is very important, because this really serves you as well as those around you. Okay, so and then the second tip that we have is share with your children really every day if you can what you learned today, and as their parents, and from whom. This is so important, right? So when you sit down at dinner or whatever it is, like today, if we've gone to Tony events, Dean's event, Russell, and we go to a lot of events. Why is that so important? Because we understand, just like Jim Rohn told Tony, you stand guard to the doorway of your mind, right?
Yes.
And your heart too. And we learn things that really impact both our mind and our heart, right? Our soul. Because we want to be, that type of people that we just want to be good people that just serve and deliver great content and be great people to you in your life, to be significant in your life, right?
Yes.
So we share with them all the time what we learn. We share that with them. Hey, this is what we learned. This is how we learn from. And that's okay, because then they're like, oh, mommy and daddy's always constantly growing, learning, constantly not really settling for that life, that they're always looking for that next level life, right? And this has to do with everything from wanting to be happier, wanting to be better, wanting to be stronger in mind and heart, and as business people, fathers, sons, daughters, everything. So we always basically share with them what we learn and who we learn from. Yeah, it's very
Yes,
important.
absolutely. We always wanted to verify, especially when they're younger, who's the who is the people that they're learning it from, because that's what we set the foundation. So again, who's your children learn from, have you shared it with them? If please, comment below so that we would kind of know, where you're coming from, and what is the system that you have in your life.
Yes, most certainly. So again, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button, as well as comment. And if somebody in your life that you love really needs to hear this, please share our video with them, and then hit the that bell icon on the subscribe channel to our channel.
Yep.
This way, when we go live like this, or when we upload new videos, you'll be alerted every single time. Okay, we love you, and really, this again, 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children. And today's topic was that mommy and daddy knows it all, and you're not serving anybody by pretending like you know it all. So if you don't, you don't, right? If you do, great. But if you don't, tell your children, hey, adopt this first tip that we gave you. Adopt the I don't know. Let's learn mindset as a family. Sometimes even if you know, there might be something better. So let's learn it, right? And second tip was share with your children what you learned today as their parents, and really from whom. That's very, very important. So those are 2 tips. We love you very much. We hopefully that this video impacted your life, and we will see you on the next series. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.